All right, hello everyone. Here we are setting up for hole 9. Just want to take a look at what that is. The City Park. I don't know what this hole is. So we're just going to go in like this. Assume that it's okay. We'll see what it is when I get there. Yes, okay. Another Paris hole. Kind of two ways to go about this. This is a very similar type wind. A little bit easier than the one they gave us last time. There's kind of two ways to do this. You can either beat this down and try to get to that second fairway. It looks like they did give us enough wind even with a POC 5. We should be able to do that method if we'd like. However, you can also go at this very safely as opposed to doing that. You can see if my opponent would have maybe just clipped the rough on that second bounce, especially with a POC 5, he might not have had enough topspin to get down there. So I do want to kind of walk through two different methods here for you guys. You're going to see that I'm going to kind of start at max and end at max. This is pretty much a side wind. However, it is maybe just a little bit more northern. And with that in mind, let's see. I do feel like I'm kind of shooting down to maybe just a little bit lower target. So 11.3, somewhere in here. So 9-ish rings. There's another way that you can kind of do this, which is just kind of gracefully put it out there in the fairway like this. We're just going to use the max ring number, 9 rings. And right about there. Not even going to use curl because I'm going to just let the wind effect of the natural wind effect just kind of scoot my ball just a little bit more towards the right. As long as I keep off the top spin too much, you'll see that it just kind of stops right here. Similarly, especially with an POC 6, for example, I feel much more confident getting down to that second fairway. You can see my opponent did pull it off there. However, I do want to let you guys know about the risk of not getting down there as well. Especially, I think things like Thor 7, they get down easily. POC 6, a POC 7, they have the top spin to do so. However, when we're talking a POC 4, a POC 5, might just be a little bit smarter to lay up the way that I did. So we can still get to the green, and if you go to this second fairway, you should be going for a rough bump. You shouldn't be doing, because I'm basically going to do the exact same shot as my opponent here. Now, one of the things that you will see is you will see kind of an obvious upslope here. So I am going to underplay my rings on this hole typically. So I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of minus 10%. And I should be up towards max, very, very close. Let me put that 12.3 back in, kind of get it right around here, minus 10%. As I mentioned, I will be very, very close to max, but may not be because I am pulling back from max. So do keep that in mind. You'll see that it's going to still come pretty close to 1-to-1 here. I'm going to use roughly about 2 backspin. As I mentioned, I'm going to be pulling away from max, and that's why I'm using a lower slider number. But here you'll see that I'm going to use right about 12.9-ish rings here with just a hint of curl. We should have a lot of secondary wind effect, helping us over towards the hole. It looks like it needs just a little bit more curl, but you can see speed, power, everything, backspin amount. It was pretty good, 2.5. And you'll just need to kind of dial in that curl and where you want to start for your land zone. So with more practice, you'll get a little bit more dialed. Let's see if my opponent rolls this in. Looks like he missed it. So I'm just going to tap this in, take the easy Tour 12 chest. But, you'll see straightforward, relatively easy hole to play conservatively. So I didn't use any overpower, anything fancy, and I was able to, easily get this one here and give myself a potential chance. If I go for that second fairway and don't pull it off, that's where we're going to be in trouble. Similarly, if I go to the right and I don't play, if I play a little bit too much topspin or something, get a little bit out of control, it might roll into the rough that way. Rolling into the rough is going to be how you're going to make the mistake on this hole. So good luck with that hole, guys. Look forward to my updates. I'm going to come back, and now that I've actually seen this course once, the second time I'll be able to get you much better revisions on the next, either later today or tomorrow. So good luck, and let me know how it goes. Catch you guys on the next one.